before I get started to Chelsea Bonini. Would you stand up, Chelsea? Chelsea is an Emerge alum. Chelsea has been successful in her bids, and she is currently in the race of a lifetime. So say a little prayer and push her over the line, because Monday will know they're 50-50 right now, folks. So thank you, Chelsea. Chelsea is who introduced me to the Emerge program. Super excited about that. I kind of feel weird standing on my side because y'all are over here too, and I want to see you, you handsome man. So, thank y'all for having me here today, and thank you for having all of the Emerge sisters here today. And we couldn't do it without the people on this side of the room. So we love each other. We may not be there, but y'all showed up. So thank you for coming to support these people. These people are amazing people. So my name is Susan Freeman, and it's an honor to stand here before you in celebration of badass women who are changing the landscape in all of California. Whether you win or lose, you always learn. So I really don't believe in losing. There's no bad thing that ever happens. I mean, I know bad shit happens, but how you respond is what you're made of, and is what determines your future. Only you determine your future. Y'all look around at me at my shiny little top and you go, oh, she's had it easy. She's had privilege. No, I haven't. Chelsea, who's my good friend and also my lawyer, knows that I have not had it easy. But I have made it here today, and I will make it here and beyond tomorrow. As for you young ladies sitting in the audience, you can do the same, because why? Women like in this room. That's why we're doing it for you. I'm the oldest woman in the class, so whatever I do for you, because I'm good. But I'm running and I'm gonna win. I just don't know when yet. Some of us came here who were ready to run. Who came here to Emerge, ready to run? Raise your hand. Erin the librarian, she's gonna do it, yeah. So, who here thought you were almost ready to run and Emerge would help push you across that line? Raise your hands high, Emerge deserves it. There you go, look at that. They believe in the program, they believe in their own futures, and they believe in your future and are willing to serve, even in the day and age of social media, on your behalf. So thank you, sisters. We all came here because we understood something very important. Democracy isn't going to save itself. Remember that. We are in a place we have never been in history. Trust me, I'm old, I was there. Democracy is not going to save itself. Who in this audience remembers this country before Citizens United? Raise your hand. Democracy is not going to save itself. It's up to us, especially women. But for women, stepping up has never been easy. I teach gendered communications and other feminist theory. And what I will say is we suffer the double bind. Who here knows what that means? Raise your hand. One person. Thank you. I didn't know 2 people. All right. For the friends in the back of the room. Yes, the double bind. It is not fun. What does it look like? What does it sound like? You live it, you just may not know it. They said, be strong, but not too strong. Be confident, but not cocky. Be ambitious, but make it look easy. Speak up, but not too loudly. Speak out, but no, don't make anyone uncomfortable. Lead, but certainly don't threaten the people who are currently in power and in charge. That's the impossible math that we as women live in this country. It's the unsolvable problem that we personify. Emerge did not train us, however, to shrink ourselves into acceptability. Emerge trained us to do what? Listen, learn, and lead. And lead we will. Emerge trained us to know our numbers, tell our stories, raise the money, build the plan, answer the hard questions. Take the hit, but get back up and go again. And get back up, I will, and go again, I will. It taught us that running for office is not just about a title. It's not. If you really know what the hell you're doing, you know it's not about the title. And it certainly ain't about money. Trust me, I've been in politics all my life. Public service is about the service to the public. We work for you. Well, I didn't get elected, but one day I will, and I will work for you. But the women here in this room, they're running, some are winning, some have learned the lesson. Win or learn, never lose, right? Win or learn, never lose. All right, and that's why my class, the best class ever, rocks. Sorry, Chelsea. Because in this room are women with lived experience, professional expertise, moral courage, and a deep love for what? Community. All of us. Everyone in my class, whether they know what I did for a living before I got here or not, it's not important. But I have observed them because that's what I do. I'm a researcher, I observe. We all fight for equity through inclusion. Am I right? Sean, my sister, whom I adore, we've talked about it. What does that look like? It doesn't look like, I wish I had this mic because I'm not good at staying but I'm just going to say it does not look like molding and shaping these women to fit in to the system that currently exists. It looks like changing the policies, practices, pay, and pipelines such that we are all welcomed as we are. I do not need to become my husband to change the world. So that you, young lady, can be who you are and continue to do the good work that my sister Sean is doing. Back to the mic. We are mothers, daughters, organizers, advocates, executives, caregivers, educators, public servants, and most of all, truth tellers. And that's not just me. That's all these women over here on this side of the room. We are truth tellers. And the truth makes some people uncomfortable, doesn't it? Because they've gotten cozy in the way it's always been. That's how we do it. You, my friend, are bringing me a message telling me how I do it is not good enough, or must be changed, or needs to be done differently. And that makes me uncomfortable, so I'm going to burn you down. That is not how it's going to be when you put Emerge Sisters into office. They'll do the burning down. They'll do the rebuilding. We are not wildfires. We are controlled burns, baby. Let me tell you. We are the women who know what it means to carry families, institutions, movements, and sometimes entire goddamn communities on our backs. And then people still say, but is she likable enough? Who's heard that? Raise your hand. The more outspoken you are, the more they ask that question about you, not because they really want the answer. They're implying when a man does it, he gets a pay raise. But when she does it, she's too aggressive. Tightrope bias. I worked in Boston, Massachusetts for many years, and I was told when I was young, you're just too perky. I was bringing in the most business of any of the men on my team. I didn't have the PhD or the CFA like they did, but I brought the $2 to $3 million a year to make the rich people richer. Who gives a shit if I'm likable enough? Right? I think the people enjoying my money I was bringing in learned to like me. Right? So let me say something. We're the women who knows what it means to carry all these things on our backs and in our hearts, and silently, as many of you have indicated throughout this program, imposter syndrome. I'm the freak show that was born without it. I looked for it. I was like, what is wrong with me? I don't have this imposter syndrome thing. I need to go get me some because apparently it's the thing. And then God just said to me, girl, you're the one they need help from. And I was like, can I do that? So I lived my life helping other women, lifting other women. What did I get called? You can say it. I already said the GD word. You can say bitch. I'm not a bitch, but I was called bitch because I love myself. And I loved myself in a way that I was confident, not cocky. I was strong, I was assertive, I was even aggressive. What happens when a woman is aggressive? We all know. Don't everybody speak up at once, but I think you all know. So let us retire that silly question, is she likable enough? That's just a ridiculous. Does anybody ask that about my husband? No, I don't think so. Is he likable enough? In fact, the more unlikable he gets, the more money he makes. What is up with that? So I really don't care if I'm likable or not. I know me. There's some women in this room who know me. And there's a lot of people across this country who know me. And they don't look at the likability factor to define whether I'm good for this issue or not so good for that issue. They look at the things that matter. And likability is not one of those things. Trust me, I'm nicer than I sound right now. The question is whether we are ready enough, disciplined enough, and brave enough to build the California that our communities deserve. I see you crying. After all these months together in Emerge, the answer's what, ladies? Yes! I think you can do better. There you go. Can I hear it from everyone and not just one person? Let's all at once say yes!
Yes!
If you don't believe you can do it, then why would I believe you can do it? And after all these months, you ought to be believing. We're ready to run, ready to serve, ready to lift other women, and ready to what?
Win!
Exactly. We're ready to change not only who holds the power, but how that power is used. Right? So to all my sisters, I say, I'm so very proud of you. And like the elder one in the room, I am. I see much younger women with the courage and tenacity and clarity that I didn't have when I was your age. Still didn't have imposter syndrome, but I didn't have the C's that you have. And those are the C's that will get you there. Courage, clarity, commitment, connection to people in the room, credibility. You can't convince somebody of anything. You got to show it, bring it. And then what? Call to action. Compel people to vote for you. Compel people to pay you. You know, I got a supervisor to pay me a shit ton of money for Emerge that day we were calling. I got a senator to pay. You gotta be courageous. Be clear in your message. Be clear in your commitment. And if it doesn't work out the way you planned, just know there's a different plan. There's nothing wrong with you. It's just a different plan. I'm from the South. I don't belong here, right? I can't get rid of the accent, so you'll just have to live with that. But people put me in a box because I'm from the South. I came to California. I went to Massachusetts. I lived in Italy and Switzerland and all the places, and I changed everywhere I went. I left something better than the way I found it, and everyone in this room can and should and probably does do the very same thing. So I'll say this. I've watched your courage grow, your voices sharpen, and your sense of purpose deepen. I've seen a room full of kittens. We're walking out of here lionesses. I love that my friend Stacy had just brought that up because it's true. We might look in the mirror and see a kitten, but I see a lion looking back. And don't forget this, it's a hard lesson I had to learn. Just because you don't bite the lion doesn't mean the lion won't bite you. Because it will, and it does, and I'm not here to sugarcoat anything. Because there's a lot of lions out there in this political landscape, and they are hungry. And they will eat you and nibble on you and pick you from their teeth like a Scooby snack. So just remember, don't ask for permission. Don't leave here wondering if you can, because you can. If you can think of doing it, you can do it, right? No, you don't need permission. You absolutely don't. Because why? You belong in the room. You belong on the ballot. and you belong at the table where all the big decisions are being made. And don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise. One last quick thing. Get out there and win.